Internet, good morning. My name is Magnitude. Welcome back to the WBE Week 7 against Drew, aka Nips, aka Mr. Talent, aka he's at TwitchCon, and I'm not very happy about that. It's being TwitchCon. BattlerX not here again. He's also at TwitchCon. Got 3 passes, decided to not invite me, so that's really disappointing. So I'm going to be here playing another WBE game. But this one, again, is against Mr. Talent. Is linked in the description. He's got a lot of great stuff. Be sure to check that out. Shooting for 100 likes on all of my WBE games. I'm selling some t-shirts. That link's in the description. You can follow me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all that great stuff. Let's get to my team. I got Cabalion, Mega Sceptile, Star Raptor, Low Doug Trio, Victini, and Shaman. My opponent has Ambipom, Tapu Fini, Hydreigon, Mega Aggron, Xurkitree, and Cresselia. Now, I opted not to bring Muck this week, mostly because I'm the dumbest man who's ever lived, and which means that Cresselia is going to have some problems. But I feel like I'm confident in the fact that we can take out that Cresselia. It's going to be a little difficult, but we can do it. He's going to lead with Ambipom. That's fine. I'm going to lead with Cabalion. He's going to go for Fake Out turn 1. That is going to be just so sweet because he's going to take some Life Orb damage early. I know what his set is. Also, now I know that it's not going to be his Scarf Ambipom, so I can get rid of that threat. Get rid of that threat right out of the get-go. He goes for U-turn, giving himself even more Life Orb damage on the switch, and that is just a beautiful way, an absolutely delectable way, a delightful way, an amazing way, a wonderful way to start the game. I get my rocks up, and we are keeping this good vibe train on the move, but he has Cresselia. I don't know what he wants to do. I thought for a long time about this play. I'm like, if he goes for a Thunder Wave, I'm in trouble. He's probably not, though. So I do go into my Victini. This is actually a max defense support Victini with Taunt just to kind of get that Cresselia off guard. He cannot use Light Screen, so this will give me the advantage because I can essentially 1v1 this Crest at any moment. I know he's got 2 screens. From there, I'm not really sure, but he isn't going to Hydreigon. I actually go for Will-O-Wisp. I thought that he might switch into something else. I do go for Will-O-Wisp, but I wish I went for the U-turn here. Now here I decide, you know what? He might be, I didn't see any items. He might be Scarf. Still could be Assault Vest. Not sure he's going to go into Cabalion if he wants to go for Dark Pulse. Great. He does go for the Earth Power, and Cabalion goes down. He crits me. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he crit me? Now, Cabalion is in an interesting spot here. He's going to take burn damage. Cabalion, I saw the fact that I got my leftovers back, meaning he's not Scarf, so I know I'm faster. So I'm just going to be able to go for a Sacred Sword. He's going to go into Aggron and take that. Now, he's got Mega Aggron. It could be a cornucopia amount of sets. It could be, you know, Rest Talk. It could be some kind of a support with Thunder Wave. It could, if it's Aggron and Thunder Wave, I'm thinking it's Tyranitar. It doesn't fucking matter. The point is, I go for Sacred Sword again. I want to get as much damage as possible on this thing as I can. I want to get as much damage as possible as I can. English, guys. It's great. You can say the same thing 1,000 different ways, and you're only saying the same thing. Just like that. Anyway, so I keep going for Sacred Swords. I realize I want to get as much damage as humanly possible on this thing to force him out and leave with Shaman. He goes for Earthquake. Now, my plan here was to catch him off guard, to catch his, hopefully, his Cresselia on the way in. So I'm going to end up going to Shaman here. And let's go ahead and pause this real quick. Now, the thing about this play that I'm about to make is that I thought this was another one of those 75-second plays. I figured if I had to go into Shaman for a reason, right? Now, if I'm him and I go and he sees me going into Shaman, Earth Power is obviously going to be there. So he's got to calculate to see if he can live the Earth Power. He doesn't know what set I am. He doesn't know if I'm choice in any way. So he doesn't know what, you know, he just knows that I went into Shaman instead of Victini, which, let me just slow down here. The fact that I went into Shaman instead of Victini, I was trying to tell him that Shaman has the potential to kill him, so if he wants to save Aggron, he can switch into Cresselia. So I fire off a beautiful, there it is, Seed Flare, and he does not switch out. He in fact only goes for a Roar, which would not the worst thing in the world if I went into almost anything but Sceptile. So if I took out the Aggron there, the Shaman, that would have been great. But he does switch. He does go to Cresselia on the switch. And I thought, you know what? He might just want to stay in again. I am going to become the Mega variety. So now if he's got any Thunder Waver or even Xurkitree, he's going to have to keep track of that Lightning Rod. So I am going to go for Hidden Power Fire, which I have, or Hidden Power Ground, which obviously he sees there. So I'm faced with another tough decision here, but I'm just going to go right back into Victini early on. These rocks are going to be a problem. Luckily, I got an interesting little start after he does go for the light screen, which is fine. We're going to be playing this game. I'm going to switch into Victini, and he's going to realize that I have Taunt, and then he's not going to want to do the things that Taunt is going to prevent him. So I just straight up U-turn. I'm like, there's no way he's going to go for Reflect here. He's probably just going to go for any attack. So I go into Staraptor to see if he did do that, and I do go into Staraptor, and he does. Oh, Intimidate is a defensive Staraptor. He does get a Reflect up, thing I wouldn't taunt him. So I do have Defog. This is a Roost, Defog, Brave Bird, U-turn defensive Staraptor, because I thought that it would help me out a lot against. There's a couple sets in my notepad that it was going to help me out against, but he does go for Moonblast, so now I've seen another move of his, and I'm just going to fire off a Brave Bird and see how much damage this does. We're going to get rid of the Cresselia if possible, and I'm not going to be able to get rid of the Cresselia, unfortunately. He gets Reflect up, and now, so I've seen Reflect, I've seen Light Screen, I've seen Moonblast. That means his only other possible move has to be Moonlight, and if it is, I am going to be the... Oh, God. Oh my good lord. Oh Jesus, heaven above. I just went... We realize now I didn't bring a Alolan Muck. And I didn't bring it because I thought that... You know what? I don't even know. I thought that I could set up with Alolan Doug Trio, but I probably could have also set up with Alolan Muck. Now, the difference is here, when I was calculating this stuff, he didn't have both screens up, right? He's got both screens up now, so if I want to fight my way out of this one, I'm going to have to get really creative and waste as many turns as possible. So initially I thought just continuing to sub down while the screens go away, but then it's not really going to leave me with anything that can take out, you know, the Cresselia. And Earthquake doesn't do any damage at all, and it doesn't. He goes for a Brine, which I wasn't quite sure why he had Brine in the first place. I tried to think about, you know, why that might have been, but I didn't really understand it, and I didn't really get it. Now, luckily, the good news is that, well, I have a Shaman which can resist the Brine, and he still doesn't know what my set is. He's going to immediately switch out and go into Aggron. I guess he thought I was going to switch. Now here, he's not going to see an item, so this is going to benefit me. I'm going to take out the Aggron. He's not going to see leftovers. He's going to think that I'm choiced. So he's going to go into Hydreigon, thinking that he is safe from the Seed Flare, but he's not. He goes for a Dark Pulse. I stay in, of course. I am Assault Vest. I Dazzling Gleam, and I got rid of Hydreigon, and I got rid of Aggron. So the momentum just swung in our favor. No more Aggron, but he still has the Cresselia. With Moonlight, no bueno. I'm going to Seed Flare, try to lower his special defense, and if I can get that to happen just one time, a special defense drop, and it won't even matter. If I get a crit here, it won't even matter. Of course I miss! Sure, he's going to Moonlight, he's going to get that HP back, but I'm still a crit away from putting in a significant chunk to this Cresselia. Now, I figure, you know what? I'm going to keep wasting Seed Flares. All I'm going to do now is waste those turns of Light Screen, and maybe, just maybe, I will be able to flinch him with Air Slash. So we're trying to do that at this point, because we have no really other option. And he is going to fire off Moonblast. I figure we're just wasting turns. That's fine. After seeing I can live at least one more, I'm going to fire off one more Air Slash. And at the very least, I am going to go for a Seed Flare on the final turn to kind of go out with a bang. He lowers my special attack with his Moonblast, and I miss another one. So, you know what? This Crest, this was God punishing me for not bringing Alolan Muck to deal with Cresselia. I thought I had other ways of handling it, like this Victini, for instance. I did not foresee a dual screen Cresselia. To be honest with you, I thought it was going to be one of those Combine sets that I could handle. Did not see dual screen, but after watching dual screen Meganium destroy me, you thought I would have been a little more receptive to the idea of my opponent bringing a dual screener, but I wasn't. For some reason, I just assumed he was going to bring some kind of a sub-combined Cresselia, because that's always the one that brought. And the fact that he only had Moonblast meant that Muck could literally switch in every single time in this thing. And Muck could have had Muck for the Tapu Fini too. It just was... Muck would have been a fantastic answer. He goes for Nature's Madness. He is... So, I realize now that Brine, Nature's Madness brings me down to half, and then Brine, when I'm under half, does more damage. So, he is circumventing his lack of offense by creating his own. I do go for a Roost, because I have Roost. Mostly I want to show off the fact that I have Roost, and trying to get those screens away, you know? And I knew that he had a brine, and it would do more damage to me if I was under half, so I'd probably die, but if I roosted, it wouldn't. So that turn was twofold. The taunt's gone. He still does... These screens are still up. He goes in the circuitry, and this is... This happened so quick. I knew it in my head as the Brave attack. I'm gonna go right into my Mega Sceptile. If he just predicts that, then great. I tried predicting with the Shaman before, it didn't work. I go into Sceptile. He picked his move in like 7 seconds. I picked mine in 5. He does go for the Hidden Power Ice, and down goes Mega Sceptile. And do you guys hear that? Those are the sounds of my dreams slowly receding away. They're on a boat, and the current and the waves are washing them slowly out the shores. I stand on the beach, a desperate man. Where are you going, hopes and dreams? Why are you leaving me? But they are. And I'm going... So now, Cresselia's in, and I Blue Flare, and I can just taunt him, but he predicts a taunt and goes right into Tapu Fini, which, to get the Mist Surge back up, and I guess he's just trying to get a safe switch into Cresselia, because he knows there's almost no way I can stand right now. He knows the moveset. It is taunt, it is U-turn, it is Blue Flare. Taunt, U-turn, Blue Flare, and Will-O-Wisp. He knows it, so I'm going to U-turn out, and my options are fleeting. I do go into Staraptor, and he is just going to Intimidate again. Gotta get the Intimidate, gotta get that grade, and he's going to brine me. Now, the downside of this is that I am probably going to lose. You see, Poketubers say these catchphrases like, "That's not good for me," or, "And I'm going to try to overpredict," or, "I hope he doesn't overpredict," or, "Why that's not good is," and why this is not good is the unfortunate scenario about me. I'm dipping into my Poketuber lexicon here, is that the more, you guys might not know this, but the more Pokemon that I lose over the course of a battle, the greater chances of me losing are. Got the flinch! Money, baby! Money! Giannis, top of the key, gonna just right there, nope. See, we got one. If we got another one, it would have made things interesting. We did not get that one. But back to my point from before. The more Pokemon that I lose over the course of the game, the greater my chances of losing the battle. And the player at the end of the battle who has all of their Pokemon will win. The player who lost all their Pokemon will lose. Now the thing is, if I took out that Tapu Fini, I am convinced that my Victini could have 1v1, could have gotten the rest of his team based on stuff that it was. It would have been probably a roll with Xurkitree, but I do believe that my Victini, if I took out the Tapu Fini, Victini could have taken out the rest of his Pokemon, and I think that could happen. It didn't happen. He's going to brine me. He's going to hand the Sawsbucks their worst loss of the year 4-0. That does not mean we did not try. We had Thought Spawner plays. It was 41 turns. There was effort in there. You guys have watched the whole video. Be sure to subscribe if you enjoyed. Leave a like if you enjoyed as well, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you to John for... Let me use this capture card again. Great guy, John. Great guy. Good night.